Aries, welcome to your in-depth read for yours and theirs. What's up? What's going on? Yours and theirs. It's an energy read between yourself and someone else. Yeah? So take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit, more so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Do keep in mind, it may not be about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover type situation. It's who's ever in that dynamic as I'm describing it. So it could be about a family member or friend. I don't know. It's up to you. Going back to that central point of take it resonates, leave it does not. Yeah? Let's get cracking. Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. Show me Aries in their person. Let's do one more. Show me Aries, please. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I said in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Six of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Cups. Should I feel confident about this, Christina? Okay, Six of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Cups. I think you're not trying to presume. We'll see. We'll see. It's pretty basic. We got a 6, 2, and a 3. But we'll see how those elements are combining on clarification. Okay. Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Well, I don't know. I can see why you don't know if you should have confidence for this or not. Should you bother, really? If someone can't open up and express themselves, I can see why you question it. It makes sense. Kind of depends. All right. Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's what I thought. Strength. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be hard on both sides. Queen of Pentacles. You remain you at the end of the day. In terms of practically speaking, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. Okay. This is what I have kind of created my life around in the real world physically. So I know you're very competent, and you're also very protective of your home environment and anything that goes in there. Productive, resourceful that you are. Okay. And also, of course, above all, knowing one's sense of self-worth. Okay. So your side wants more Six of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Cups. It's like, I don't know if I should have confidence in this. Some sort of connection. It's looking like reconnection at this point. So if that word offends you, you don't have to watch. Okay? Ace of Wands immediately had me conclude that. And then Strength and Ten of Wands. It's a dead giveaway. It will take strength to renew this. I don't know if I want to do all that. Not as the person that's connected to you. So let's see what you're both about. Maybe we can answer some of those questions today. I don't know. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. Tarot's the proof of choice, not the absence of it. But I'm seeing you like, hey. If I had stronger indications that this had a clear shot to reconnect, I might try it. But you're saying the confidence is in question. And they're kind of like that too, just at the emotional level. So again, this kind of hiding the feeling thing isn't going to play. If you have more to feel, it needs to be expressed. Because I'm not buying it. Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. I do buy that they're upset. But Page of Swords, if you're unwilling to open up and speak truth, you kind of get what you get. So you end up eliminating yourself in the absence of your voice. So yeah, I can kind of see why you're like, I don't know if I have confidence to reconnect with this. And the both of you are like, it would take strength to accept this renewal, to have hope for it again, to see it as a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and take passion off the table at this point. Just hope. Strength of hope. It would be difficult. So, let's see it. Let's see that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show that Queen of Pentacles. I have a feeling, and I say that now, clarified, I might say a whole myth. This one might be short. You know, if you two want to and it happens, beautiful, I celebrate you both. If one or both people don't want to, I'm going to be like, nah. Okay? Hopefully it's that simple. I shouldn't have to do 40 minutes of will they, won't they. I think these two have an idea, an inclination, but if we're not willing to grow into the truth of it, or the shape, the thought, the feeling, then it will stand as no. Let's see that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Six of Swords. Okay, with Strength. You had to make a spiritual decision based on one's self-worth to move away from something. This was not an easy decision. Spirit's reflecting on that right now. And that they're also reflecting on past tense, which I think is interesting. Yes, you can see present and past tense in tarot. Sometimes, you know, it does benefit to point that out to people. But yeah, that's a past tense decision. We, Aries, recognize that you, from a state of knowing one's self-worth, decided to move on from this. It was a deeply spiritual decision for you, and it was likely the correct one. It took you strength of will to do this. In other words, it was not easy for you to make this call, but you being connected to it in some way ran contrary to self-worth, because that was your reflection point. And understanding me, what I'm worth, I made a decision some time ago to exit something because it wasn't right for me. It wasn't good enough for me, or was not a good reflection of who I am, what I'm about, or what I'm owed, or what I should be given. Okay. And what that was, that's going to come down to your measure of self-worth and what was not happening. Okay, what was not happening. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that had to do with emotions, because that's the one thing they're being quiet about. Strength. It took strength to enact upon this decision. Again, not easy. So once you made the decision, you had to stand by it, reinforce it. Choosing to stay away from it, keep your distance from it, be silent with it, all of that, any of it. No action towards it, nothing. Okay? Oh, sip warning. I suppose it's a little late. Okay. That's a wild flavor, guys. That's a Waterloo, the Pina Colada. It's alcohol-free. It's good. I like it. It's nice and light over the summer, that kind of summer taste. Okay. Yeah, Judgment, Six of Swords, Strength. It took you strength of will to do this. But the decision was in measure of, not against your self-worth. So here you use strength appropriately. Okay? All right, let's jump on over here to where you are and see why this is coming up as confusion. Let's see that Six of Wands. Let's see that Six of Wands. Show me that Six of Wands. Show me that Six of Wands. Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. Ooh, that's active suppression. Yeah, okay. Okay, you used to be, let's just say it for what it is, and maybe you still are. I don't know, Seven of Cups is here. It suggests that you still have a kind of open emotionality towards this connection. You're not unaware of it. Perhaps some of it's fantasy-based, but you're saying you don't act on it. But you yourself had to personally stop attracting this and stop being attracted by it. So that's active suppression of you and who you naturally are. As the King and or Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter. Your fire is available to you towards this connection. You knew this. You were deeply attracted to it. You were passionate for it. You were crazy about it. And you're like, that's the thing that's got to stop. Seven of Wands. That's it. You put the lid on that one. Seven of Cups, you're saying you're aware that you were emotionally available to this and that you were very attracted to it and that you had to suppress both. And in that way, it felt like you had to suppress yourself. So in many respects, you feel like you could not be yourself with this. You were naturally attracted to it, and you were naturally emotionally open towards it, and you say you had to stop both. You had to stop both. You had to stop being you for this. Stop attracting it. Stop flirting with it, whatever it was. And you stop. Okay? Let's see that Two of Swords. Let's see that too. It's like you say you could, but you chose not to. Again, your reference point was self-worth. And I hate this, particularly with the fire signs, or, let's say you have very strong Aries in your chart, such as I do, is rising. Okay. Passion is part of who you are. But if it's not being incorporated correctly, okay, if the attraction is not being incorporated or appreciated correctly for what it is, it can run against your sense of self-worth. You have to know who to carefully feel you can give your fire to, therefore trust. Because your emotions were in there too. And I think this made you feel attractive. And maybe that's one of the reasons why you kept yourself open towards it a little bit, but all activity stopped. Very abruptly. Let's see that Two of Swords. You could be open towards this, but you choose not to be. Active strength and or willpower. Two of Swords. Show me that Two of Swords. The Star, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. You choose to refrain from this because you're saying while you held on to it, while you're deeply attracted to it, while you deeply desire it, and you do see it as some sort of wish fulfillment, you're also saying, I don't get any clear results from it. You're like, what's the point of being attracted to this? What's the point of trying to incorporate this in my life into wish fulfillment if I'm confused by it? What's the point? So you're like, yeah, I admit I held on to the energy. Yeah, I admit it has a lot of deep meaning to me and it provokes a lot of feeling in me, but you're also like, what's the point? You know what comes to mind? Michael Bolton's How Can We Be Lovers If We Can't Be Friends? And so it's like, well, you have a very strong sense of attraction towards this, and it provokes in you that sense of you want to give to it, which is very fire of you. I want to give these parts of myself to this, but I have to suppress it at the same time, so how good could it be? What's the point? If I can't be me with you, if I can't give myself to you, is this really a good measure of my self-worth? If I have to question it this much about why I desire it and I still don't have any clear results? It's very confusing to be that deeply attracted and desire something, and you honestly feel that you are trying to honor your Nine of Cups. This is what I would fulfill my wishes with, but it still confuses me. Two of Swords. So you end up in this really weird Four of Pentacles dance where you're trying to attract it, and because you love yourself, but you refrain, and this back and forth that you have with somebody confuses you. I agree with you. It's best to draw the line and just say, no, don't give to it, because for some reason the results are not clear to you. Why are you attracted to this? Why do you want it? Why do you hold on to it? Why do you desire it? And why does it at the end of the day still confuse you? In other words, you don't have any clear answers. Again, I'm going to refer you back to that opening. So I'm looking at a past tense decision and something that you still struggle with to understand to this day. Let's see that Three of Cups. Yeah, and that baseline was like super simple. I don't know if I should, Christina. To connect or not to connect, that is the question. And yet, there's this plethora of activity of natural attraction, suppression. How can it provoke such natural qualities in me and I feel inclined to push them down at the same time? How could that possibly be good for me? Then why am I still desiring it? Why am I still attracted to it? Why does it still confuse me? Yeah. Okay. Let's see that Three of Cups. Let's see that Three of Cups. So I can see why you had to use strength of will to not just make the decision, but to back it up, because big parts of you are still attracted to this and you still don't know why. Right? You still struggle with it. Let's see that Three of Cups. Show me that Three of Cups. Show me that Three of Cups. I'd like to know. We'll get there. We'll get there. I can see they found you attractive, but that couldn't have been enough for you to hold on to this as a long-term desire, though. Anybody can find someone else attractive. That doesn't mean it has any stay power. You know what I'm saying? All right. Temperance, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. And there the proposition remains. At some point for you in the future, it hasn't come up yet, but it will eventually. So just FYI. Most of tarot is what we know. We're just getting confirmation, and some of it's predictive. That's 1,000% predictive. It hasn't happened yet. There is a proposal here for reconnection over time. Given Temperance and that both people, Four of Wands here in this relationship, whatever the hell that is to you too, have healed in some way. Otherwise, again, there's no point in reconnection. I have to point that out to people all the time. One person could want it, That doesn't mean they've earned it. Another person might have earned it. That doesn't mean that they want it. Yeah. So it's conditional predictive, but it's there. Again, I read what's here, not what isn't, guys. So, do I want this for you? If that's what you want, then I want it for you, 1,000%. Okay? It looks healthy. Reconnection, given time, and that assuming both sides, 4 of Wands, is an active relationship, constructive project between 2 people. Whatever the label is, I don't know. That's down to you two. Literally how you two built it. But the idea is maybe we can balance it in some way that's healthy and constructive to us both. Okay. Okay. Perhaps there might still be some good times here, but more than that, meaning, context. Something that feels maybe healing to the both of us. Constructive too. 6 of Pentacles is constructive. Given the reconnective value, I'm not surprised to see the 6 of Pentacles there. Honestly, I would have been fine with a 3. So a 6 is okay. There's a sense of patience needed on both sides, and understanding and insight. All I know is that right now you're in this position of self-worth, therefore I have to refrain. You have too much mixed data on this particular subject. Mixed data and any sort of romantic connection does not do. It does not suit and it does not sustain. Eventually it peters out, it pans out. But the fact that you had to use strength of will to leave it alone tells me how much you deeply desired this authentically, but you felt forced to suppress it simultaneously. And to this day it confused you. Why the hell was I so attracted to it then? What was the freaking point? All right, let's jump on over here. Let's see that Knight of Cups, please. Someone's emotional vulnerability, expression of love, how they express themselves, romantic or otherwise. The Knights, once more, are responsible for delivering our emotions, thoughts, and actions outside of ourselves. So this person, you know, had at some point a sense of emotional expression, but they're unhappy. 4 of Cups. Page of Swords, very little insight. All right, let's see that Knight of Cups. Show me that Knight of Cups. Show me that Knight of Cups. Okay. You guys, just, you get back to where you're supposed to be. Divorce from feeling. I got it. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Divorce from one's feelings. All right. All right. All right. Tale as old as time, so I'm not going to give this person too much shit. I want to. But I'm not going to. I'm not laughing at them or the situation. I've seen it many times, and I will continue to. 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the 2 of Pentacles. This person struggled to stand by what they felt. They felt it. Knight of Cups suggests they felt it. Genuine, emotional, authentic expression, right? Vulnerable, romantic. This is how I feel towards you. It might be shy. It might be hesitant, but the thing is it real? It's real. They were divorced from it. 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the 2 of Pentacles. They so very... This breaks my heart. They so much, very much wanted to stand by what they felt. But they couldn't commit to it. The Hierophant stands up and then commits to it. This person couldn't give themselves permission to stand by or commit to what they felt. They kept trying to play with it. 2 of Pentacles. Like, how can I say it? Just say it. How can I say it, though? No, just say it. What their actual words were, I don't know. They were afraid. They were afraid. They were so close, man. They were at the bleeding edge. But then they did it 2 of Pentacles. They talked themselves out of it. They talked themselves out of it. They were so close. Damn. So close to authorizing that, standing by it. But if this person's very much afraid of being hurt by putting themselves out there, again, vulnerability is the baseline here. You got mixed non-committal reviews. So here's the commitment to the feeling, the division of it. I have to separate myself from what I feel. No, they didn't, but they did, most likely out of fear. Because here's the guy. That's the guy that authorizes and said, here's something. So it was a fear-based decision. Tried to say something, but it didn't come out right at all. It was not a true representation of how they felt. In fact, I don't see the expression of it at all. I see the divorced of it. And wanting to do the opposite, they didn't. Instead, they gave you something that was confusing or didn't stick. Or here's some pentacles that are completely unrelated to the subject. Okay. Let's see that 4 of Cups. I don't think they meant to do that. I think fear got in the way. I do. Because they've been unhappy with that since. Okay. Let's see that 4 of Cups, please. It couldn't commit to the feeling out of fear. There's something so close in there to being vulnerable, to being real, and it didn't come out. It didn't come out. It didn't get past that person's lips. Let's see that 4 of Cups, please. Four of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. We've had a long time to reflect and heal, which is good. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, about how we kind of leaned away from the truth. So that's a lot of quiet time. They've had a lot of time to think and feel. One is reinforcing the other, and I'm sure at many points it drove this person batshit crazy. But it was necessary. 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. That's a lot of mental thinking. That's a lot of mental rumination. That's a lot of being caught up in one's head. And at some point on their timeline, they forced themselves to really look at these things and why did they avoid that difficult conversation. It shouldn't have been difficult if we say what we feel, etc. But, you know, it's done now. It's after the fact. So 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, a lot of that. Why did I do this? What made me do that? So that's some internal reflection. There's a good chance you know nothing about it. Why would you? It's private. They did this on their own time. And like I said, for you, I'm looking at it after the fact decision. So, you know, sometimes avoiding difficult thoughts and feelings just, in fact, makes them that much worse. And then we're stuck with that feeling of, oh my God, why didn't I blah, blah, blah. And that's why I'm saying it's so much better to be authentic in the moment, even if you feel like an ass. Didn't think about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas later. Page of Swords, though. Let's see that Page of Swords. Did they keep an eye on you? I'm sure. Enough to do anything about it? I don't know. You're telling me a proposed future where it's possible. That means something had to have happened in order to generate activity to make it even possible to consider. Hence, predictive. Let's see the Page of Swords, please. Let's see that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. I will say this. If the idea of reconnection with this person makes you automatically go back into that space of I can't... I'm just going to have to shut down those parts of myself or not express them, then it's probably best not to. Okay? Page of Swords. 6 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. That page can override that page. I was wondering why I was saying that, because it's so heavily predictive. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles can very much easily override that Page of Swords. It's really a no contest. The Page of Swords is helpless in nature. That's the page that's least prepared to do anything. That's why they're associated with observation or spying in the generic tarot terms. Is because they literally don't know what else to do. They have to grow into the knowledge in order to gain confidence to do something with it. In other words, their sword has nothing to do. But with the Page of Pentacles, which is the first step of realistic investment, there you go. It can override that Page of Swords pretty easily. Six of Cups, the High Priestess. Intuitively, this person feels that they will make contact with you in time. They just can't see it right now. It's funny because you couldn't see it until later anyway. So this person knows and feels more than they're letting on. I think they're warming up to the knowledge. I do. They recognize the soul bond, so that's good. That gives me a lot of hope. I told you, I can't see what isn't here, guys. There's the fluid state of emotion and how they went out of their way to almost fuck it up. Because they were divorced from their own feeling, out of fear. And it's like, here's a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with anything. It happens. You know? I don't think they're bad. Honey, I like to save people time. If this person's an asshole, I tell you. If you were an asshole, I'd tell you too. In your own way, you had to suppress not your personality towards them, how you showed it. This is what I would like to do with you, but I can't all the time. So that's like physical suppression. Theirs was emotional. I think in many ways, if you two connect again in future, and there's a good chance you will, you'll be able to talk about what you both experienced in terms of what they felt they couldn't do and what you couldn't do, and how in your own ways. You know, this person I wanted to be with you, and I couldn't show you that. I wanted to so very much, but I couldn't. And I don't know why I desired you so much. It made no fucking sense to me. Still doesn't. And they're like, you know what? Yeah. I had a wealth of feeling for you too. And I couldn't claim it. I was scared. And so I said a bunch of gobbledygook that had nothing to do with one thing or the other. And I thought about it ever since that I hated it. I hated that moment in time. I don't know why I avoided it. So intuitively, they honestly feel they could put something into this, yes, in future. Start at any sort of activity that suggests future orientation, getting it going, dropping the dime, as I would say with the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. So that's beautiful memories. That's why they check in on you. That's why they keep an eye on you. You know, they think about you. They do love you. I don't think you know to the degree, or I don't either, because they're kind of divorced from it. But it will make sense to them more in time. As it will make sense more to you in time. It's just not there yet. In time. Okay, let's jump on over to the shared Ace of Wands, Strength, the Ten of Wands. I already know how you showed me strength. Strength to stay away. You're saying it was a matter of self-worth, maybe some pride, but self-worth at the core of it. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Okay. Wow. Quite a bit of time passed. I wasn't expecting all that. I was really into this one. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands. Okay. So, you both have actually taken a turn for the better. Although you're clearly disconnected for now. Not so much later. Eventually this needle gets rethreaded. Let's put it that way. Okay? Eventually it gets rethreaded. Let's see the Ace of Wands, please. Show me the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands. Cinnamon. What you up to, honey? What you up to? You had a nice long nap. You've been a sleepy dog all day. What's going on? Do you want to come say hi to Aries? You get treaties? What is it, Pumpkin? You want to say hi to Aries? Yes. Who's my good girl? Who's my good girl? Yeah. He's like, I came over, Mama. Where's my 3 teeth? I know. I know. Who's my good girl? Yes, you are. Good girl. Yeah. She's doing a little better. She was grumpy this morning as I was explaining to Taurus, and I think she's coming out of it. Ace of Wands. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. There it is. Death. Oh, yeah. Temperance. Yeah. I think that's the course you two are headed on. Again, I'm not trying to waste anybody's time here. I'm not into that. I don't like wasting my time. Other people's. I don't do that. You can't get it back. That's why. So, once more for those in the back. Yeah. Time. I'm not saying wait. You never heard me say the word wait. I'm not telling you to wait. I'm not telling them to wait. I'm saying this needs time. Big difference between I'm waiting and I don't know why. I had a big old talk with Sag about that last week. This is, it's time. It's a matter of time. I just don't think either one of you can see it yet. You're not looking to find it anymore. It's not looking to find you right now. But eventually, they'll feel the timing is right to maybe look at this soul bond again. To interact with it in some way. They feel it. And then you will too. Okay? But yeah, there will be renewed hope here. That's a renewed Ace of Wands, classically so. Wheel of Fortune, Death, Temperance. Okay? Things are transforming over time as we speak. It's that temperance that you showed me later down the line. It's just, again, I don't think either one of you can see it yet. I do think, however, you both can feel it. I don't know why I have that feeling, but that's kind of why I do my job. I think you both can kind of feel it's headed in that, down that particular road. I don't think it's a dead end. You know, it's moments like these I tend to refer to Stephen King, who said, everything's eventual. Because more often than not, I find that's true. Everything's eventual. Why not this? This kind of smacks of everything's eventual, including this. I think you both feel it in your own way. I do. I'm kind of low-key convinced of that. Let's see, strength. A matter of time, place, opportunity, but more to the point, the willingness to see each other's perspectives and share. I don't know what constitutes right timing, guys. It just is. You know? As much as I appreciate tarot, I also appreciate its limitations. You can only know so much, and only so much of it will make sense to you, no matter how much you watch. It's honestly not till you're living that you'll begin to see it. As you begin to go along and go about your business, everything's eventual. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, Strength. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. You showed me how you use strength. I think that they're showing me that as well. Yes. Okay, your two strengths. Aren't you two a bit prideful? I think you are, aren't you? You're both a little bit prideful here. Both of you strong-willed, eh? I'm guessing the both of you hear the word stubborn. Just a little bit. But, you know, it's a weird sort of attractive, I care about you, but more than I care about you, I love you. Stubborn. Well, this just is something I can't do right now kind of thing. It's strength for strength, willpower for willpower. But this King of Pentacles, you already showed me your Queen of Pentacles and how you used your strength. Okay. I won't participate in this anymore. This person says Page of Wands. I'm using my strength of will, knowing who I am, to open up towards it. Oh. Nice. Time. Let's see that 10 of Wands, please. Is it easy for the one of you? No, not at all. No. Yes. I know, temperance. It's a matter of time. Mm-hmm. Got it. Let's see that 10 of Wands, please. For some of you, mayhap, Sagittarius season. Could be. That's a little further out in the year. Ace of Swords, The Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. There it is, confession on both sides. You both admit it's hard. You're both showing me a willingness, a solid truth to work through it. You both feel good about this decision. Whatever that means to the both of you, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm seeing healthy reconnectivity on your side and a willingness to balance and participate. Likewise, ditto for them. Yeah. Do you remember ditto from the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze? Do you remember when he said that? You just wanted to slap his little handsome face. Like, say ditto. He'd say, I love you. But he didn't. He said ditto. You knew what he meant, but it still kind of pissed you off. That's what it's kind of like. It's like, you know what I mean. That's what I get like from this person. They're not saying the words directly. They have their own variation of I love you. It's like ditto. And that's the kind of thing that's going to drive somebody bonkers. It's like, stop trying to change the language, man. Just go with the original. You'll be fine. That's the words. Anyway, that's enough of that. Sorry. I don't know why that popped up. Anyway, Ten of Wands. Yeah. It's frustrating on both sides, but Ace of Swords, it's a truth that you're both recognizing. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. That's a real, genuine offer to work through it on both sides. It's not easy for either one of you. For some reason, both of your prides, sense of stubbornness. Ooh! Tit for tat on that one. You have a hard time being kind of fire vulnerable towards this person as much as you wanted to. They have a hard time being emotionally vulnerable to you. Somewhere in between the two, you two understand this in some way about each other. Okay? Yeah. Time. I just like that the practical division is there for the both of you. Spiritual awakening, at least for somebody, possibly both of you. Codependent for the success of this. You both have had to have your own particular lessons then, and then bring them to the table. Patience, i.e. temperance, time. I'm not, once more, not advising you to wait. I never advise that, unless you know you got something worth waiting for. This you do not, until it is. So, patience though. When it's time is when it's time is when it's time. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, I know. I'm not stupid. Hello? Renewal spark. Well, it's not for me. It's for this reading. I know. I called it. Okay? There you go. Wrap it up. To me, it's a very clear-cut case, guys. But congratulations to you both. I know it's early. Clearly. It feels good, though. Everything's eventual. Doesn't mean it's good, but this one is. Okay. Intuitive. Yeah, I saw that for this person. The letter U. You will be intuitive. The octopus is in reverse, but also upside down. It's like we don't have any emotions towards this, but that's not true. We do have an emotional investment in this. Perhaps somebody doesn't understand that yet. Okay? Okay. Yeah, let's do a couple more. Okay, we got lots of water here. Crab, the sign of Cancer. The goldfish, sign of Pisces. And the heart space in reverse. So the heart with the nurse's cap in reverse. It's been very hard to heal our heart, but we're trying to remain open to the variety of emotions. That's one of the things that's kind of dragging it out. Someone's very resistant to healing what's in their heart. When you're divorced from your feelings like that, but we also want to stand up for what we feel, but we're not convinced that it's there. Yeah, it's going to take some backtracking. So that spiritual awakening needs to happen on both sides. Patience. Anyway, that's enough of that. Aries, honey, I do hope this helped. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.